What if the next electric SUV you buy doesn't come from Tesla at all? What if the vehicle that quietly becomes the smarter choice is actually faster in some versions, more spacious, packed with technology, and potentially better value for money? Because the 2026-27 BYD 7 REV LED is officially here, and honestly, this SUV feels like BYD is no longer trying to catch up to the competition. It feels like they're ready to lead. Welcome back to Drives, and today we're taking a deep look at one of the most exciting electric SUVs entering the market right now. The 2026-27 BYD 7 isn't just another EV crossover trying to look futuristic. This thing is stepping directly into battle against heavy hitters like the Tesla Model Y, EV5, XPeng G6, and even newer rivals like the C10. But instead of relying on one flashy gimmick, BYD seems focused on delivering a complete package. More space, more comfort, strong performance, advanced battery tech, and pricing that could seriously shake the market. So let's start from the backside first, because the rear of the 7 immediately gives off that premium, modern EV identity. The first thing that grabs your attention is the full-width LED taillight bar stretching cleanly across the rear. At night, this thing is going to look absolutely incredible on the road. The lighting signature is sleek, futuristic, and sharp without trying too hard. It instantly gives the SUV a wider and more planted appearance. And honestly, compared to the Tesla Model Y, the 7 actually feels more expressive visually. Tesla's design is minimalist, but BYD adds a little more personality while still keeping things elegant. The tailgate itself has a smooth, sculpted design that adds depth without making the rear look overly busy. It's clean, aerodynamic, and modern, exactly what buyers expect from a next-generation electric SUV. But practicality hasn't been forgotten either. The loading height appears low and accessible, making it easier to load luggage, groceries, sports equipment, or family travel bags. The rear bumper also stays minimal and refined. BYD avoided fake vents and unnecessary aggressive styling elements, instead focusing on aerodynamic efficiency and clean design. And let me ask you something. Do you think EVs are starting to look too similar lately, or does the 7 actually stand out enough from rivals like the Model Y and EV5? Because personally, I think BYD finally found a design language that feels modern without looking generic. Now let's move over to the left side, because this is where the 7 really starts showing its size advantage. The proportions are stretched out, balanced, and noticeably more spacious looking than many compact EV rivals. You can immediately tell this SUV was designed with interior room and practicality in mind. The roofline flows smoothly toward the rear, helping improve aerodynamic efficiency while still maintaining strong headroom inside the cabin. That's a difficult balance to achieve, but BYD seems to have handled it well. Subtle character lines run across the doors, adding structure and sophistication without overcomplicating the design. Everything feels clean and mature. The wheel arches are slightly muscular, and house aerodynamic alloy wheels specifically designed to improve efficiency while still looking stylish. Compared to the EV5, which leans more toward bold, futuristic styling, the 7 feels more refined and timeless. And honestly, that might help it age better over the long term. The ride height also strikes a smart balance. It gives you that elevated SUV driving position people love, but it still sits low enough to improve handling and efficiency. And one thing I really appreciate is that the 7 doesn't scream for attention. Instead, it earns attention through proportions, practicality, and clean design choices. Now shifting over to the right side, everything about the SUV starts coming together beautifully. The longer wheelbase gives the 7 a confident road presence without making it feel oversized. And this is where you begin noticing the little details that matter in everyday life. The doors open wide, making entry and exit easier for families, kids, and older passengers. That might sound small, but practical details like that make a huge difference during daily use. Roof rails are expected on higher trims too, adding extra versatility for road trips, bikes, roof storage boxes, or outdoor adventures. And honestly, the 7 feels designed for real-world family life first, not just social media photos. But now let's step inside, because this is where the 2026-27 BYD 7 REV LED really starts surprising people. The cabin feels far more premium than many buyers might expect at this price level. BYD clearly focused on combining technology, comfort, and practicality into one modern interior. Right in the center sits a massive infotainment display acting as the control hub for nearly everything inside the SUV. BYD's latest software should deliver smooth performance, quick responses, and intuitive menus. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are expected, along with advanced navigation, media controls, and connected vehicle features. Behind the steering wheel, you get a fully digital instrument cluster showing driving information, navigation, battery data, safety alerts, and customizable layouts. And honestly, BYD interiors have improved dramatically over the past few years. The 7 cabin genuinely looks premium now. Soft-touch materials, ambient lighting, elegant trim pieces, metallic accents, and refined surfaces help create an upscale atmosphere without trying too hard to imitate luxury brands. The seats also appear supportive and comfortable for both short city drives and longer highway journeys. Since this SUV is clearly targeting families, comfort matters a lot here. And thanks to the larger dimensions we talked about earlier, space becomes one of the 7's biggest strengths. Rear passengers should enjoy generous legroom and headroom, making long trips much more comfortable. Families will definitely appreciate the spacious cabin layout. Cargo space also looks highly practical. Whether it's luggage, shopping bags, sports gear, or camping equipment, the 7 seems ready for everyday life. And because this is an EV, you'll likely also get extra storage up front in the area, adding even more versatility. Now let me ask you this. If you were buying an electric SUV today, what matters most to you? Range, charging speed, performance, or interior comfort? Because the 7 honestly seems to be trying to deliver all 4. Technology features are expected to be loaded across the lineup. Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, automatic emergency braking, 360-degree cameras, and advanced highway driving systems should all be available. Additional premium touches may include wireless charging, panoramic sunroofs, premium audio systems, ambient lighting, and multi-zone climate control. Basically, BYD wants this SUV to feel modern, premium, and stress-free during daily driving. Now let's talk performance, because this is where the 7 proves it's not just another practical family EV. BYD is expected to offer 2 setups. The first is a single-motor rear-wheel drive version producing around 230 kilowatts. That's already more than enough for smooth acceleration, highway driving, and confident everyday performance. But if you want something genuinely exciting, there's also the dual-motor all-wheel drive version. And this is where things get wild. The all-wheel drive 7 could produce around 390 kilowatts combined, which is seriously powerful for a family SUV. We're talking about 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in roughly 4.5 seconds. That's sports car territory. Even the rear-wheel drive version remains impressively quick, with acceleration around 6.7 seconds to 100 kilometers per hour. And because this is an EV, you get instant torque delivery, smooth acceleration, quiet driving, and that effortless electric performance people love. Honestly, this SUV could surprise a lot of performance-focused drivers. Now let's talk about one of the biggest deciding factors for EV buyers: range. The 7 is expected to offer 2-blade battery options from BYD, one around 82.5 kilowatt-hours and a larger option around 91.5 kilowatt-hours. Depending on the version, range estimates could stretch from around 456 kilometers to well over 520 kilometers on the WLTP cycle. That places it directly against top EV competitors like the Tesla Model Y. And for most people, that kind of range means daily commuting, shopping, school runs, and even longer road trips become completely manageable without constant charging anxiety. Fast charging support is also expected, helping reduce downtime during longer journeys. And honestly, BYD's Blade battery technology has already earned a strong reputation for safety, durability, and efficiency, which gives the 7 another major advantage. Now let's talk pricing, because this is where things could get very interesting for the competition. Official pricing hasn't been fully finalized yet, but expectations suggest the 7 will compete directly with the Model Y, EV5, and Xpeng G6, while potentially offering more features for the money. And that's exactly where BYD keeps becoming dangerous. Because when buyers compare interior space, equipment levels, performance, technology, and pricing side by side, the 7 could easily become one of the strongest value EV SUVs available. Especially for families who want premium features without luxury brand pricing. And now for the final verdict. The 2026-27 BYD 7 REV doesn't feel like an experimental EV anymore. It feels like a fully mature electric SUV designed to compete seriously with the best in the segment. It combines strong performance, practical range, spacious interior design, modern technology, premium comfort, and everyday usability into one very convincing package. And honestly, BYD seems to understand exactly what modern EV buyers actually want, not gimmicks, but balance. Of course, real-world reviews, charging infrastructure, and long-term ownership experience will still matter. But based on everything we know so far, the 7 could become one of the electric SUV choices in its class. So now I want to hear from you. Would you seriously choose the 2026-27 BYD 7 over a Tesla Model Y or EV5? Or do you still trust the established EV brands more? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this electric SUV battle is getting seriously intense. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow Drives for more EV reviews, future SUV reveals, automotive updates, and the latest car technology from around the world. Trust me, the electric SUV revolution is only getting started, and you do not want to miss what's coming next right here on Drives.